and for comfort while sleeping, I hadn't even fastened the waistband. In fact, they could practically be slipped off with just a gentle tug. I didn't expect it to feel so real. "This new batch of dolls really is something else," Mr. Palmer said excitedly. He seemed to be leaning right over me from behind, and I could distinctly feel the warmth of his breath as he exhaled and spoke. My heart raced with a mix of panic and anger, yet I didn't dare move a muscle. I was terrified of the embarrassment that would follow if I were discovered. What should I do? What on earth could I do? Mr. Palmer had already pulled down my hot pants, leaving only my thin underwear underneath. "It even has panties? And with a lace trim, too." Mr. Palmer's voice grew increasingly excited. He kept stroking my buttocks, and the warmth of his touch made my heart pound wildly in my chest. Suddenly, I felt something warm, damp, and soft press against my thigh. Was that Mr. Palmer's mouth? In that instant, it felt like a bolt of lightning flashed through my mind. Realizing this possibility, I was flooded with shame and panic, yet, for some reason, I also felt a faint, thrilling stir of excitement. My rational mind screamed at me to shout out loud and stop Mr. Palmer right now. But another voice inside me told me I should absolutely not do that. Mr. Palmer must have mistaken me for a doll. If he were to find out now, how embarrassing would that be? How could I ever face him again? We were neighbors and saw each other almost every day, so I really shouldn't have let things escalate to that point. Mr. Palmer ran the antique shop next door and had always carried himself with the poise of a scholar. Other than that, he was also a gentle, dignified, and handsome older gentleman. So, surely he wouldn't do anything to a doll in the storeroom, would he? I silently prayed that as long as I wasn't discovered, it would be fine. I just needed to hold still and endure this a little longer. "This thigh is so smooth. Where is this from? I'll have to ask Allison later. I want to buy one too." Perhaps too excited, Mr. Palmer's warm breath brushed against the back of my knees as he spoke, raising goosebumps all over my skin. The next second, I suddenly felt a pair of warm hands cup my most private area. The abrupt sensation made me tremble involuntarily. Once the shock wore off, a wave of cold dread washed over me. Oh no. Had Mr. Palmer noticed? Huh? This doll actually shivers in response. Wow, it's so lifelike and high-tech. Mr. Palmer seemed particularly thrilled, and in one swift move, he pulled down my underwear. I closed my eyes in despair. Who could have imagined that, at this very moment, I would be lying half-naked before a man? A wave of immense shame washed over me, but the more it swelled, the more I dared not make a sound. If there had still been room to turn things around earlier, now there truly was nothing left. All I could do was silently pray in my heart that Mr. Palmer would leave soon, and that he wouldn't do anything more extreme. Mr. Palmer was extremely close to my most private area. I could clearly feel the warmth of his breath as he exhaled, causing my body to tremble involuntarily. Besides shame, I also felt a secret thrill. Realizing this only added to my panic. After all, how could I be feeling this way? "Mr. Palmer," gasped and exclaimed, "why does this